We're over here at the Tank Museum workshops with Tiger 131 behind me. We've moved the Tiger from the museum off display temporarily to come to the workshops because we've got now work to do on it that we just can't do on in the public gallery space. What we are doing though is, if you're particularly keen on seeing the Tiger, about 12 o'clock every day it's over here in the workshops. We're running tours over to the workshops from the main museum building. We think the vehicle will be staying here probably maybe to the end of January, when we've got this particular work we've got to do completed, and then we'll take it back into the museum building so it'll be on display like it usually is. What we're doing over here is we're not only investigating the wear rates of the vehicle, in other words, since we've been running it, what are we actually doing to it? How quickly are we wearing this vehicle out? So we're looking at that, but we're also returning the vehicle to a much more original condition. When we first ran the vehicle, for example, we put a fire suppression system, was put in the engine bay. We're taking that out now because it wasn't original. And we're very lucky. We've had support from the PRISM Fund, that's run by the Museums and Libraries and Archives Council, and also the Heritage Lottery Fund to help us do this work. So it's not only returning the vehicle to a more original condition, but it's also finding out what running an old 60-year plus vehicle, what's it actually doing to it? How are we wearing that thing out? Because that's information a lot of other people are interested in as well. So we're doing that at the moment. Thank you as well to those people who have actually contributed money privately to help us do this. And all I can say is, you can imagine a project like this, it's how long's the length of string? It keeps on going. So if you do fancy giving us a £5 or a £10 or whatever you can afford to help us continue this work, please do so. We're not going to stop that Tiger appeal just yet, because we've still got more work to be doing. If we get this vehicle back together, we will be looking at that decision, whether we run it again to see that we're not doing any further harm to it. Once we've made that decision, it could well be that we run the Tiger again in the summer of 2011. Whether we run it at Tankfest 2011, last weekend in June, we're not too sure yet whether we've made that decision. But we would like to think there's a key date for us to aim for. If it doesn't run then, and we are going to run it, we'd probably be running it at an event later in the year.